Okay, this is going to be the forward bay parking, driving forward into the bay, driving forward, turning left into one of the bays. So to get the position correct, we tend to see the line which runs at the edge of the base on the right side tends to come almost in the corner. I don't know if you can. The line tends to run almost in the corner, the left corner of the windscreen. Again, depending on your height, you might see it a little bit farther away from the corner if you're a bit short. But if you're tall, you tend to see it almost in the corner of the windscreen. So once you've got the car in position, we begin with 1 minute. So that's roughly how wide we need to maintain the car from the line at the edge of the base on the left side, roughly about 3 meters wide. So once you've got the car in position, position-wise, the car is almost about 3 meters from the line that runs at the edge of the base on the left side. So we shall begin with observations. Select gear number 1, get the biting point, and observations would begin from the right blind spot, right mirror, ahead, back, left mirror, left blind spot, put your left signal, and final check on your left. Make sure there are no cars or pedestrians coming close. Mainly, any cars coming from behind within 6 cars length, stop and wait for them. Any pedestrians walking close towards you within about 2 cars length, stop and wait for them. If it's looking clear, handbrake goes down, and then you start driving forward, nice and slow, with your signal on. And then, as you're driving forward, you need to be looking mainly on the left side, because the gap is going to be big on the left. Any cars coming to overtake, they will be approaching you on the left side, pretty much undertaking you. So more observations on the left side. Keep coming as you continue looking with your left signal on until we get to the turning point, keeping it nice and slow. And then the turning point would be, so for the turning point, the line of the bay we're turning into tends to come around the door handle. Again, depending on your height, you might see it a bit further, almost in the middle of the door. But if you're a bit shorter, you tend to see it just at the edge, maybe an inch or so from the door handle. At the turning point, we're going to be turning quickly into a full left lock, moving very slow, but turning fairly quick. And then before we start turning, we shall begin with observations all around. Make sure that there's not, mainly on the left side, make sure there are no cars trying to overtake you. And then once you've done the observations, looks clear, and then you start turning quickly into a full left lock. And as you keep coming in, just continue looking around, making sure that there are no cars coming close, looking ahead, nice and slow. You need to wait for the car to become straight. So you keep coming in until the car is pretty much would be straight about there. Once you got the car straight, then you would make the wheel straight by quickly turning right, a turn and a half, and then you continue driving forward into the bay until you can be able to see the back tires inside the bay, which should be about here. So you keep coming in until you can be able to see the back tire inside the bay on that side, and that would be the same to the left side. It's not very clear, but that would be the same. We normally use the small mirrors. So pretty much keep coming in until the back tires appear to be inside the bay. That's when you stop and double check your position. If the gap looks bigger on the left, reverse slightly, a bit left, and then right to get the car straight, and left to make the wheel straight, and then start driving forward into the bay. If the gap is bigger on the right, reverse slightly to the right, then a bit left to get the car straight, right to make the wheel straight, and then start driving forward into the bay. And the reference point we use when you're driving forward into the bay, the line of the bay tends to be just a bit left, about an inch or so, left of the sticker in the corner of the windscreen. So if you've come in and the gap looks a bit bigger on the right side, you would begin with observations all round and then reverse slightly to the right and then left to get the car straight, and then right to make the wheels straight, and then continue looking around. Now you need to be careful before you start reversing out of the bay. You need to be doing the full observations all round, and that's when you're reversing out of the bay nice and slow until you've gone far enough, and then you start driving forward again, observations, and then driving forward nice and slow, trying to keep the line on the right side just a bit left of the, about an inch or so left of the sticker.